Welcome back to Big Blue Fantasy, and today we're going to be talking about the waiver wire pickups for week 3 and who you should be targeting. We're going to cover running back, wide receivers, quarterback, tight ends, and defenses that you should be targeting if you're streaming or if you heard. We got a lot of injuries this week. We lost Nick Chubb for the season. Saquon Barkley got hurt. David Montgomery got hurt. Joe Burrow got hurt. Jalen Waddle got hurt. Sun God got hurt. There were so many injuries. There were people that were banged up. Devontae Adams was banged up. Garrett Wilson was banged up. You had other players nicked up like Gibbs as well. So with that happening and some players not performing to the thought process we had going into the season, we thought they would be at a certain place into the season, especially going to week 2. And I feel like this is the week where you need to start making moves. Last week, we had to get the best wide receivers and running backs that were available, especially when Cam Akers was sucking. So I hope people picked up, was it Kyrie Williams? I know I did in 2 leagues. I'm happy I picked him up. I had him on the bench in both leagues, but now I'm starting him. Another person, Puka. If he's available, drop all your fab or whatever you need to. This guy is him. Like, somehow he's available. Take him. In one of my leagues, he went for 75. Other one, he went for 42. This dude, 20 targets. He is a rookie, and he caught like 1,570 yards. This guy is unbelievable. If he's there, get it. But without further ado, we're going to get started. So make sure you like and subscribe. This is Big Blue Fantasy, and these are the week 3 pickups with running back. Running backs, I would go if Kyrie Williams from the Rams is available, get him. Or if Kelly is available, get him. These are the major pickups of the week. If nobody has picked up the Ravens running backs, Gus Edwards or Justice Hill, another 2 that needs to be picked up immediately. They are going to be splitting the backfield, but I think Gus Edwards is the back to pick up. I think he's going to get most of the work, most of the share, most of the volume, and he's going to get the ball under 20 yards, which could lead to rushing massive points. And if they're in momentum and if they need to move the ball quick, he's there. And then I would also get Ty Chandler. These are the first 5 we're going to talk about. Ty Chandler because this dude is not it. Alexander Madison is not it. He has not been doing anything that makes him feel like he is the second coming of Dalvin Cook. This dude he cannot find hope. He can't do anything. He is struggling, and I think they're going to go towards Ty Chandler one of these days. So these are the first 5, and now let's get it started with the second round of remaining running backs we're going to talk about, and it will be Zach Moss from the Colts. Right now he came back and he looked amazing. Deion Jackson looked like shit, but Zach Moss looked really, really good. Pick him up if he's there. And then you have Kyrie Williams. If he's there, get him, man. If he shouldn't be there. If he's there, get him. He needs to be picked up immediately. I think he would be one of the most highest priorities. Then I think also Jerome Ford is probably going to be the running back, or Kareem Hunt, whoever is going to be for the Browns. But right now, Jerome Ford looks like he is fitting that system. He's a pass-catching running back, and he's getting volume and everything from the Browns. As far as today's game went, he already has a touchdown, so he would be a big pickup. And I think another massive pickup of the week would be Matt Breida. He is second in line after Barkley. Saquon Barkley's gone for 2 to 3 weeks. I think about 3 weeks. Matt Breida is going to get volume. He is not Barkley, but in this offense, he will pick up yards. He will also get all the goal line touches. I don't think they're going to sign anybody. Maybe a veteran. Maybe they'll just pick somebody off market. Nobody special. I don't think they're going to go out and trade for anybody like JT or anything. So those are the running backs you should be targeting. And let's move on to the wide receivers now. Starting off, if Sky Moore got dropped after week 1 performance, get him now. I held on to Sky Moore. He is one of my sleepers going into the season, and I made sure to hold on to him because I'm not going to panic after week 1. Yes, week 1, everybody on the Chiefs sucked. Everyone sucked except Mahomes. I wasn't going to panic. I waited, and he was good. I didn't start him, but I'm glad I did not cut him. He is one of the most mandatory pickups. I think he is going to be the guy for Mahomes, not Tony. Sky Moore. Also, Josh Reynolds. Sun God is hurt. Josh Reynolds went off. He played incredible, and he looks like he has a good rapport with golf. He is going to get those targets, especially in PPR. Josh Reynolds should be picked up. Then it should be Jaden Reed. Jaden Reed, this rookie, he looks good with Jordan Love. He was getting a lot of love. He's getting a lot of touchdowns, a lot of different plays they're playing with them. I know Watson is hurt. I would temper expectation. I'm not saying throw all your money. Just know what wide receivers are going to get work. I think Sky Moore is going to be one of them. Josh Reynolds is going to be one of them. I would get them over, but Jaden Reed, he can be a good complementary, like, flex play. Again, he could also bust, but a good pickup if you're desperate and if you need any wide receiver, then it is Mac Hollins from Falcons. Drake London did get a touchdown, but he's still not that guy. I don't think, not in terms of talent. I just think Ritter is not a good quarterback and good enough to help Drake's talent. And Mac Hollins can pick that apart because he's going away. He's going against the B cornerback or the nickel corner or the linebackers. He's going to get those targets. I think he is a good pickup in the Falcons. Again, this is no order. You choose how you want to go. I'm just letting you know who you should be targeting and who are the good wide receivers in the waivers you can pick up. Next up is Nico Collins. Nico Collins has been killing it. Even Robert Woods, both the Texans players with Stroud, they're doing good. They're getting volume. They're getting targets. Yes, garbage yards, but who cares? This is fantasy football. We welcome this. So, yes, Nico Collins, Robert Woods, yes. Next person on the list, Tutu Atwell. He is Puka's partner. He's been doing good. Puka is the best. Puka is the truth. Nobody better than him in the Rams. He's like the second coming of Cooper Kupp, but Tutu is good. He can help you win the league. Darius Slayton, I think Daniel Jones, oh man, he went off. Darius Slayton, Hodgins, Jalen Hyatt, any of these Giants wide receivers, pick them up. I think they're gonna boom. I think Hyatt's slowly gonna get better, but this is about Darius Slayton. He is going to be, I think, based on his speed and the way he runs, his route tree, he might end up being the wide receiver one. Again, you could take any of the three, but I would prefer him. Then A-Rob in Steelers. We know Deontay Johnson got put on the IR today. Him or Calvin Austin, it's up to you, but I think A-Rob would be the better wide receiver because he has the most experience. He's a veteran, so I would suggest going after him. But last but not least, Marvin Mims. I don't know if Sutton is the guy, but Mims might be. Young talent. He seems to be fitting better into the Sean Payton system, and Russell Wilson will open up the playbook a little bit more. So you don't want to be the guy that missed out on another stud. He could be that stud. So these are the... Moving on to tight ends. Zach Ertz. Man, Zach Ertz got a lot of work, especially against the Giants. Man, this dude got a lot of reps, and Dobbs seems to trust him. They like running a lot of dual package tight end sets with McBride as well. He is good. Another good tight end is from the Colts. Ganson, I think it is. This dude came out of nowhere. I had him on the watch list last week. He also was good, but this week he kept it up. He was as good as last week, and I think he is going to be a quarterback's best friend. Those usually tight ends are successful in fantasy football. Then Dawson Knox. How we forget about him? Just because we got Kincaid doesn't mean we're going to forget about Knox, who has been and has a good rapport with Josh Allen. He still does. He caught a touchdown. He caught a few catches. He still blocks good. He is still a good tight end. Hunter Henry, man, I wish I played him over Njoku. I think I'm going to cut you. But Hunter Henry, he has that connection with Mac Jones. He looks so good. Mac Jones is hitting him. He has had 2 touchdowns in the past 2 weeks. He's had over 50 yards, I think 5 catches, and being targeted at least 7 targets per game. I would stream him every week until he disappoints you, which he hasn't yet. So definitely taking him. And then last but not least, Logan Thomas from the Commanders. Sam Howell likes him. He blocks good. He is on a lot of snap, a lot of percentage. So these are the tight ends that I would be targeting if you need help in that department, because Njoku sucks. Next, we're going to be talking about the quarterbacks. If Daniel Jones is available, get him. I don't care if he's going to the Niners. He showed something. He had the greatest half any quarterback has ever had. 251 yards. 2 passing touchdowns, 59 rushing, 1 rushing touchdown, no turnovers, led the team back, 31 points in a row, won the game every single drive. Yes, if he's there, get him. I doubt he's going to be, because that dude is a top 10 quarterback, especially in this year. Already he played incredible, 31 points. But we're moving off that. Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield is still good. He's moving the ball. The Bucks are actually doing good. I like Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield should be picked up if you need help, especially with Joe Burrow. This week he would be a good option. Sam Howell's another good one. He has been moving. Commanders are 2-0. They've actually been doing good on both sides of the ball. Not great, but if you need help, definitely him. There's Gardner Minshew, who's going to be replacing AR. I don't know if AR is going to play this week, and if he's not, Gardner Minshew, he did good. Colts was still successful. They were still moving. I know it's the Texans, but that's something to look at. I hope Brock Purdy, Geno Smith, and all these quarterbacks are not available. If they are, they would obviously be high on the list. And now let's move on to the defense that you should be using this week. And it's not like the obvious one like Niners, because they're going to destroy the Giants. They're already a 10-point favorite, but I'm talking about the defenses that most likely on the waiver wires. The Kansas City defense, they were good against Jacksonville. I think they had 10 points in defensive points, the fantasy points I'm talking about. They also have an easier schedule, at least for this week too. And then I will talk about Atlanta. Atlanta's defense is low-key really good. Another good defense is Panthers. They did great against the Saints. I was surprised. Saints don't have the greatest line, but it's not bad. And Panthers got to call a lot and often. If you want those sacks, those tackle for losses, and even some turnovers, they're actually good. And then last team for defense, it would be the Jags. They have a good matchup coming up this week, and they should be going off because they're not doing good, and Trevor Lawrence should have some type of anger. The entire team should come out and just put up mad numbers, and defense should do good. So yeah, there you have it. These are my waiver wire pickups for week 3. What do you think? Make sure you comment below, like and subscribe. This is Big Blue Fantasy. I'll catch you next time. It sucks that we have all these injuries, but hey, this is why we manage. This is why we need to manage in order for us to finish the year and win. I hope you do good. I hope you have an incredible week 3. I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.